The woman retreated to the bathroom and began talking to herself. It turned out that just moments before, the man had been frantically slapping himself, but the blow landed on another woman's face instead. They shared a sensory connection that allowed them to feel each other's experiences. Not only that, but while the man was driving, he suddenly noticed the shadow of women's clothing appearing on his radio display. At the same time, a woman shopping thousands of miles away felt her vision blur. In fact, this wasn't the first time something like this had happened. When Dylan was still in elementary school, he and Rebecca first experienced this shared sensation. Rebecca was practicing skiing when she accidentally crashed into a tree. This caused Dylan, thousands of miles away, to be startled and pass out. But unlike Dylan's excellent grades as a child, the grown-up Dylan had taken the fall for his buddies and was now a parolee. Down on his luck, he could only afford to live in an abandoned trailer. Rebecca's life was completely different. After graduating college, she had married a wealthy husband in a whirlwind romance to escape her troubled family background. She lived comfortably without financial worries, but the price was attending endless parties and enduring the leering stares of old professors while her husband turned a blind eye. Despite their vastly different circumstances, they quickly became close friends who could talk about anything.
No, I just wasn't sure.
Yeah, maybe it's better if you don't right away.
That's when Dylan had a brilliant idea. He was dying to see what Rebecca looked like, and the method was simple. If Rebecca stood in front of a mirror and looked at herself, he could see her reflection through their shared vision. Rebecca was as nervous as if it were a first date. The more she cared about someone, the more she wanted to show her best side. Dylan was captivated by her beauty. With Rebecca's companionship, Dylan gradually pulled himself together. He started cleaning up his messy room and became motivated at work. The once dilapidated yard was transformed and looked brand new. His boss noticed everything and even mentioned he'd be willing to promote Dylan soon. Rebecca was equally thrilled by their connection. Although she was always talking to herself and people often misunderstood her, with some even calling her crazy, the feeling of having that inner emptiness completely filled was something no one could resist. But good things don't last forever. Dylan's old buddies hadn't changed their ways, and once again, they came looking for him.